this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. Catching a break in between heavy showers. If it starts to rain again, I'm out of here. I do not do rain. Right, everybody else has been doing their 10 favourite bonsai in their collection. Well, that's all very well if you've got over 100 trees, you know, that's sort of like 10%, isn't it? When you've only got 21 trees, 10% is 2. And 2 doesn't make for much of a video. So I've decided to do 5. So I'm going to do my 5 favourite bonsai. You have to bear in mind my bonsai collection's different to an awful lot of people. It's based on a few trees that I like a lot, rather than lots of trees and I like some of them. And I've got a lot of work to do on others. So some of these trees I've had quite a long time, some are new. Right, we'll start with number 5. It was a toss-up between these two, quite honestly, for 4 and 5, but this is number 5. I've had this one almost as long as I've had bonsai, and the reason why this is number 5 and not that one is because this hasn't got a good apex. It does have a good trunk. It doesn't have that good a branch structure. It's got handlebars near the top and then a strange apex that's not right. I plan on doing something about it, but this year I'm just going to let it grow. It's been repotted, so we'll get some strength into the plant, and then hopefully something will grow bolt upright out of the top that can then become a new apex. That's what I've been waiting for several years, and it hasn't happened yet. Now this is an unnamed variety of Japanese maple. This has got a nice branch structure, I like it. It's got a nice pair of branches, a gentle sweep to the trunk, and a nice apex heading towards us. It's heading a little bit too much towards us at the moment, that needs taking back a bit. But it's got the basis of something quite nice, and it's got an attractive bark that's got ridges and a slight green tinge on the recesses of the bark. So that's number 4. Oh, it's all very well getting down there, it's getting up that's the problem. Right, and if we walk this way, as a comedian once said, if I could walk that way I could earn a fortune. Right, and we come over here to what may be one day my favourite tree. But at the moment I haven't had it long. It's had its first repot to get it into a pot that I like. This is a Japanese white pine. And I've done some basic styling. There's a video for that if you want to go and find it. And at the moment I'm desperately trying to get all the flower buds off it. So I come out here every sort of week and have another go and get some more off. I don't know what it is. They don't do it every year, so I'm told. But this one's had a good go this year. Flower buds all over the place. And it restricts the candles. So I might not get as much growth on this tree this year as I would have liked. So that's tree number 3. Endearingly known as my birthday tree, because somebody put the money up for me to go and get a nice bonsai for my birthday. It's got a reasonable trunk, it's grafted, it's got some bad wire marks on it. In time they will grow into a gnarly trunk, so I'm not too worried about those. And then we've got a toss-up between number 2 and number 1, and I can't decide, so I'm going to count them as joint 2 and number 1. And they are, let's just get that out of the way, it's a toss-up between my Deshojo that's got a rather unusual base to it, where the roots are sort of elongated. That's how I was given it, I didn't grow it like that. Let's just get my pine out of the way so we can see it a little bit better. It's got a very nice first branch that comes over and arches down, and then many pads in a nice structure. But it's a bit of a rampant grower. I missed my option to repot that this year. It really should have been repotted. And when I do, it's going to go in a deeper pot and I'm going to push those roots down a bit so that they're not quite so exposed. And then joint number 1 over here is my Scots pine. I've had this one quite a long time. I call it lightning strike because of the shari that runs from the gin right down to the base. I've got to do some work on that. It's growing in, so the shari is becoming less. So I'm going to have to get in and cut some of this away so that I can expose it again. Heavily wired last year to get its basic shape, which I am now happy with. It's pushing candles up nicely, and those candles will be pinched back before they open up on the grounds that I'm happy with the overall shape of this tree. So what I want from this tree now is nothing more than maintaining its shape. The way to do that is to pinch the candles before they open and do them evenly to maintain shape on the pads. That's all that tree needs now. So the hard work's been done. Nearly lost that once. So there we go, that's my 5. And joint 1 and 2, and wasn't quite decided about 5th and 4th, but well, at least number 3 was consistent. Right, so yeah, just a quick video, and it's starting to spot with rain again. I'm off.